There, happy Wednesday. Hopefully you're having a great trading week. Just gonna go over some basic things in the markets. Again, all of these are for educational purpose only. Alright, don't take this as advice. First and foremost, let's talk about the particular stock I was long this past week. MLGO, 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. Same exact setup over and over again. Beautiful, big move, surfing the ranges. Same exact scenario. I did not get long here. I missed out on it, but that's the buy signal. I did participate over this range break and sold really well. Ideally, still continuation on this one at a base. Let's do his thing. But I really want to talk about the overall markets. Everyone's been talking about this, the tariffs. Trump announced tariffs, and again, the market is a reaction. Everything's a reaction to what happens. Okay, who knows? No one knows nothing. Okay, the Trump liberation tariffs deal, and I want to tell you. Okay, I said this numerous times already. Okay, the most of the money is made after we have a massive pullback. Okay, it's times like this that we're in right now. Again, as I always say, use the 10 and 20 as indicators when they're surfing down like they are right now. Be on defensive mode. Don't try to force things. Yes, there's still going to be plays like I'll go over today, but they're not going to work. Like episodic pivots, most of them are going to be delayed. Okay, and opening range highs, most of them are going to be delayed. That's not saying there's no setups. There is. It's just whenever you have a market like we're in right now, it's be on defensive mode. You always want to be risk first. And here's another thing. Everyone's saying we're going to go to depression, all that, blah, blah, blah. No one knows nothing. No one knows nothing. Just be reactive. Times like this, go take a break. Enjoy life. Okay? The markets are not going to go nowhere. I keep saying that over and over again. If you're just getting started, I know it's hard. I know you want to make the money fast. But just know that the market's not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere, you know. It's gonna be here for the rest of your life, okay? But it's just my first thing is safety. My first thing is playing defense. Whoever you are, just focus on you. Focus on your process. If you see those setups within your trading methodology, fine. Do something else. There's no need to force something, just to lose money. Okay, no need. But that was that one. To one today, I talked about got long with CRVO, 5-star setup again. It's the exact same type of stuff I've been telling you over and over again, okay? EP, red day, most of these have delayed reaction, okay? Meaning they have some consolidation before they break out, like right there. Same type of setup right there, okay? They move in stairs, that's how they are. And it's a 5-star setup. I got long both of these days, and I got long today, out of the range break. Look how we're just surfing, okay? Big move, pull back towards the moving average and surfing the ranges. And you wait for the range break. You can buy at opening range highs. I got it at 1045 was my average. Right out of the open, pretty much. Out of the open, this went really well. Well, yeah, I got it right out of the open. And I let it do its thing, and I kind of had a fat finger mistake. I was long AREB, which of course did not do well. Congrats to who bank on this one. I was long pretty much at 650 looking for the short squeeze, and he had a shot, but I was just being too impatient and it sold off. I had a fat finger mistake though, because I meant to sell this one in my portfolio, but instead I sold this one like an idiot. And there's no reason to buy this now. Ideally it's in play for tomorrow. I do believe this is going to have a nice reaction over 14. If this does happen, let it, again, look left. Let it base and have a break over $14 for the test at the high of day. Big picture. But I'm kind of pissed off because my average was pretty much ideal, opening range highs. But it happens. Fat finger mistakes happen. No need to chase. It's the exact same pattern. Okay, opening range highs happen over and over again. Look for a stock that has been running. Look for the ranges to develop, let them pull back to the moving averages, and just wait for them to crash, and not crash, but break out like this, okay? Okay, it's the same type of stuff. Like, let's talk about, like, for instance, last year on AAOI, always go to the past, same type of scenario, you know? Big run-up, consolidation, break, and of course it failed there. Another one was PLTR of last year, now it's doing kind of fading. Well, somewhat that one kind of stuff. I'm trying to think of any other ones. There's a lot more ASTS was last year's galore. I mentioned did its thing there. Well, you want to do this. This is what you want to do. I don't know who you are, but you want to keep a database of whatever type of stock you're trying to trade. I don't know who you are, okay, but this is what you need to do. You need to do this on your own. Keep a database of stocks that have done stuff. Let's just go over some real quick random stuff. Random stuff. You see, it's the same variation. It's just sometimes they work differently in markets. But you understand the exact setup I'm telling you about. It's not exact science. Well, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? 1 second. It's the same variation. It just happens over and over again. Okay, and I want you to understand this pattern. It's pretty that simple. But today, the hottest stock was AREB. News on it, I believe. What was the news? Some bullshit. Again, these micro low float runners, the news are nothing. You just want to focus on price action and volume. That's really all that matters. Congrats to anyone who did bank on this. I tried to get long, but again, it's stuffed. Double top, well, triple top really, and it faded. But congrats to whoever did get long that one. That's that one. It's just with these runners, again, I say this all the time. There's just a difference between ARB and CRVO. This one has buying pressure. It's actual institutions buying this up, where AREB is just random. It's purely momentum. Just fine. It's just you want something that has legs. Think big picture for the big money. IBG pretty much faded today. It's just, look, there's a lot on scan, the big momentum scan. It's just, you see most of them, they're just random. That's all they are. There's no pattern to it, except for CRVO. That's a 5-star pattern. TRCT is okay, I guess. But it's not fluid. You want something that makes sense. You want something that you can do over and over again that's repeatable. Okay? And CRVO is the only one that was today was 5-star. On my opening range high scan, I have this one I'm watching, LGS, for opening range over the high day break of 205. Playscape I'm watching, short interest high. I love how it's just basing here. I love it. Over 950, ideally. The short interest is extremely high on that one, so that's why I'm watching this one. It's more of a bottom feeder stock, and now that the markets are kind of bottom, markets are going lower, there's going to be a lot of dip buying opportunities here in a couple of weeks, I feel. POTR, same type of deal if it does bottom. QBT, Quantum, same type of deal. I love how it's basing. I love how it's holding these ranges. Just really over $9. It's on price alerts for that one for the week. QTM, same type of deal. Quantum name over 9. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This will classify as an EP, right? But given the market conditions, it had a bad day. It had a fall day 2, and it faded. So you just have to take what the market gives you, and you have to understand the market is going to be ever fluid. It's going to be ever changing in a sense. AEVA, I missed this one, 5-star. Whoever did got this, 5-star EP. Again, neglected stock. Look left to the right. This stock has been neglected. Again, I always say, look at the volume. Volume is the telltale sign. Okay, look at the volume. Look at the stock chart. Neglected. And I believe it was positive growth on their earnings report, if I'm not mistaken. But everything's about a reaction to earnings. Yeah, 70. Wow, positive growth. Congrats, anyone who did bank. This is pretty much the pattern here. EP range break right there. And I missed it. No reason to chase this now. You want this to pull back, and have a couple base consolidation, then another grow. But as of right now, there's no play on it. This if you're long. If I was long, I'll trail 10-day. Ideally, you want to sell some now already because it looks toppy. PRC each. That sounds funny. Root nothing. It's just you see there's a lot on scan. Like QSG was 5-star setup I missed. I'm so pissed off I missed this one. This is 5-star galore. Look left, see the right. Look at the chart. Recent runner. range break, you always want to set price alerts. And for some reason, I didn't put no price alerts on this one. Range break there, range break there. And I'm not saying if I got long, I would have held to freaking $8. No one knew that this was going to go that high. It just didn't. But today had a nice, I guess, pullback day. I still think this is on a watch. It could fade as well, but I don't know. Ray is what I'm watching for potential liquidity trap over 220. Long-term chart. Look, I love how tightness. The volume is still there from this other day, so I'm thinking some people are trapped. It's a backlist one. Maybe if you see same type of setup, just different type of variation. But that's really all I'm watching. This CRVO was a 5-star setup. Ideally, more continuation on that one for the rest of the week. All right. But hopefully, y'all stay safe out there and understand that like you don't have to trade every day. Okay, just focus on your setups. I know I say it over and over again. I know it sounds repetitive. It's supposed to be repetitive. It's not supposed to be rocket science. Most people make this too confusing. Don't. Just dumb it down, okay? To select criteria and just trade you. That's all you gotta do is focus on you, all right? But yeah, all right. Hopefully I have a trading week, and I'll see y'all on the Sunday weekend scan.